This is not an Aston Martin, it's not a Jaguar or even a Lexus. Nope, the car you see here is the all-new Kia EV6, a pure electric flagship for the brand that will go on sale later this year with its sights set firmly on cars like the Tesla Model 3 and the Polestar 2, as well as top-spec versions of the Volkswagen ID3 and ID4. Its maker refers to it as a clean sheet electric car. Like the VWs, the EV6 has been built as an electric car from the off. With that comes genuine space and efficiency advantages, as well as the prospect of both larger and smaller pure electric Kias later down the line. Those space gains are obvious even before you take a seat inside. The wheels have been pushed right out into the corners of the car, leaving just a short bonnet and tiny front and rear overhangs. The wide stance and high boot lip help with practicality despite this car's cool, coupe-like roofline. Scrolling indicators and animated taillights span the full width of the rear. Black trim runs around the bottom of the body on some models and incorporates chunky wheel arches that add to the SUV-like shape. Popping open the flush door handles reveals a Kia cabin like no other, featuring dual 12-inch displays as well as projectors to show key driving information on the windscreen, directly in your line of sight. The seats aren't leather. Instead, Kia has chosen to use recycled materials. Each EV6 contains the equivalent of 111 repurposed plastic water bottles. But even after poking around a pre-production version, we can confidently say that it hasn't adversely affected interior quality. The dashboard is dominated by that widescreen infotainment setup, below which sits a row of touch-sensitive buttons allowing adjustment of the climate control. The conventional dials have been replaced by an all-digital affair, although your attention is quickly drawn to the slightly odd two-spoke steering wheel and funky floating centre console. The tech on offer is top-notch. You'll get all the usual connectivity and navigation, plus a host of driver safety and assistance systems. Although not as advanced as Tesla's so-called autopilot, Kia says the EV6's system will maintain speed and distance and keep it in the centre of the lane on motorways. A range-topping near 600 brake horsepower EV6 GT will arrive in 2022, but at launch buyers are given the choice of models with up to 321 brake horsepower. There will be two battery options, 58 or 77 kWh, plus a choice of 2 or 4-wheel drive. So far, Kia has only offered a maximum range for that long-range model, suggesting it should be good for a Jaguar I-Pace beating 316 miles. We can expect 250 odd miles from the EV6 with the smaller battery. But the EV6's trump card is its charging capability. With similar 800-volt tech to the Porsche Taycan, this Kia is one of the fastest charging cars on the road. Making use of the very quickest public rapid chargers means 60 miles of range in just 5 minutes, or a 10 to 80% charge in 18 minutes. Exact specs will be revealed within the next few weeks, but Kia has already confirmed that prices will start from a smidge over £40,000, rising by £3,000 for the sportier looking GT line. Despite the fact the full-fat GT isn't due for almost 18 months, Kia has announced a £58,295 starting price for its range-topping EV6. While we will need to wait a little longer until we can get behind the wheel, on first interaction, this new Kia EV6 feels like a fitting future flagship for the ever-threatening Korean brand. Still want that Tesla Model 3? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the Driving Electric YouTube channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos and reviews go live.